Fans, it's time for your main event here at Deal with the Steel 2. The NWA Kansas State Championship will be decided in this matchup, a ladder match. The Kansas Championship strapped above the ring about 15 feet. The champion Mark Sterling will defend against the 6'8", 350-plus pound monster Abyss. The Missouri State champion Abyss making his way to the ringside area with his manager Spook Show. Monster Abyss making his way down to the ringside area here at the jam-packed CSW Arena in beautiful Lawrence, Kansas. The rivalry between Mark Sterling and Abyss has been a violent one, to say the least. It started back at Beauty and the Beast when Mark Sterling and Abyss went to a no contest in a match for Sterling's Kansas Championship. Then in November at Into the Abyss, Sterling held on to the belt in a no DQ anything goes match that saw after the match was over, it saw Abyss black hole slam Mark Sterling into about 5,000 thumbtacks. CSW General Manager Joe Mack fired Abyss, but it was Mark Sterling saying no, he wants to settle this. He wanted Abyss, any kind of match. So the stipulation was made that the ladder match would happen at Deal with the Steel 2, and here we are tonight, folks. As Sterling pumping himself up, the champion charges the ring, and immediately they're going at it. As Sterling giving the birds to Abyss. Abyss throws a punch, Sterling ducks, hits the ropes, fires off with a big clothesline. Stomps on the foot of Abyss. And Sterling ducks another clothesline, goes into the ropes, comes off the flying clothesline that takes the big man Abyss down. Mark Sterling coming out hot and heavy in this match with a handful of hair, taking Abyss down, now with a full mount. Throwing the big, heavy right hands to the temple of Abyss. Like I told you, folks, no love lost here between Mark Sterling and Abyss. And the implementation of ladders in this matchup is only going to make this feud even more violent as Abyss bailing out of the ring. There you see Abyss's manager, Spook Show. As Abyss going for the ladder already. He's already going for the hardware, folks. As he tries to bring it in, Sterling jumps, drop kicks that ladder and sends it right into the face of Abyss. Abyss coming off a barbed wire match last week at the TNA pay-per-view against Sabu. Who knows what, I know he's got about 20 stitches. You see him right there in his left forearm. You can see the stitch line as Sterling just eats a face full of ladder courtesy of Abyss. I don't know how well or what kind of mind frame that Abyss is in. Sterling no better for wear either. He took a beating last month at the hands of Abyss. It has not stopped since. His bookings have been non-stop. He hasn't taken a break. As Abyss sets up the ladder in the center of the ring, he's already going for that belt as Mark Sterling now with the chair, nailing Abyss right in the lower back with that steel chair. Now Sterling at the ladder. He's going to try to end this match early. Slowly climbing that ladder as he caught a face full of it no more than 2 minutes ago. Abyss up to his feet. He's got a hold of that chair and just cracks it right into the back of Mark Sterling. Abyss throwing Sterling off of that ladder, about a 4-foot drop, straight down to the canvas. Both men already feeling the effects of this very physical matchup, and hell, we're not even 3 or 4 minutes into it. Abyss throwing Mark Sterling up and over that top rope, sending Sterling down to the concrete floor here at the CSW Arena. Now Abyss giving chase after Sterling. Sterling clinching at that lower back, following that chair shot. Big overhand right by Abyss that just nailed Mark Sterling right between the eyes. Sterling thrown right into those guardrails. That's an uncomfortable landing, folks, I can tell you that. Sterling takes out a couple of fans there in the ringside area. Fans, I'm hoping my voice lasts through this matchup, as it has been one hell of a night here at Deal with the Steel 2, our biggest event of the year. Now this match exceeding the boundaries of the CSW ring. Going over the guardrails is Abyss after Mark Sterling as Sterling fires off a number of shots to the breadback basket of Abyss. Abyss cuts him off immediately with a big overhand right. Now Abyss throwing Mark Sterling face first into that steel chair as the fans get out of the way of the monster Abyss. Now Abyss with a stop sign sends it right across the back of Mark Sterling. Sterling in a bad way here, folks. Could this be the end of Mark Sterling's championship reign? Will the new champion be crowned in Abyss? Will he walk out of here with 2 belts around his waist? As Sterling fires off with a shot to the stomach of Abyss, make that 2. And now a big forearm shot right to the jaw of Abyss. A series of forearms, I should say. And a roaring forearm right to the face of Abyss as Sterling fighting tooth and nail. In this matchup, he grabs a chair and fires off a shot to the stomach of Abyss, and now cracks that chair right across the back of Abyss. Face first into the chair goes Abyss as Spook Show is screaming. I see the big red welts right across the back of Mark Sterling as he has just taken a beating in this matchup. Abyss firing off with a shot to the stomach and a big forearm right across the back, right between the shoulder blades of Mark Sterling. As Martin T and Spook Show are arguing at ringside about trying to get these men back into the ring. Sterling firing off a shot to the stomach out of desperation. He makes his way up to his feet. Abyss with a big knee right to the stomach. Mark Sterling cuts off any momentum Sterling was trying to build there. Sterling back into the ring. Abyss following right after him. Abyss now with that ladder. What the hell is he doing with it here? He sets it up in the corner. And now Abyss setting that chair in between the top and middle turnbuckles as Sterling up to his feet. But I'm not sure he's got all of his wits about him. Sterling fires off a kick to the stomach. Whip into the corner, reversal by Abyss. No, he sends him back in. Up and over goes Sterling. And oh, Sterling head first right into that chair. That was a brutal, oh my God, landing for Sterling. Let's take a look at that again in slow motion, fans. Sterling up, right into the family jewels and then head first, bam, right into that steel chair. Whew, Sterling in a bad way there, folks. As Abyss is just systematically destroying Mark Sterling. I'm surprised Sterling isn't busted open following being torpedoed into that chair. There you see that chair, it's destroyed. Irish whip into the corner. Sterling in a hard way. As Abyss backs up, can we see an avalanche? I believe we will as Abyss with a head full of steam charges in and just destroys Mark Sterling in that corner with an avalanche. That is a hard avalanche take, I imagine. As 350 pounds just crashes into Mark Sterling. Referee Martin T there checking on the well-being of Mark Sterling to see if he can continue. There is no quit in Mark Sterling, though, I can tell you that. As Abyss now with 2 more ladders in the ring, and he's got the 3rd ladder. What the hell is Abyss doing here? Oh no, this does not look good for Mark Sterling. As Abyss setting these ladders up in a position that no man would like to be in. What the hell is Abyss doing here? Charges forward, basement drop kicks that ladder right to the crotch of Mark Sterling, and the eyes of Mark Sterling rolling back into his head. I don't think Sterling's going to be having children anytime soon. My God, as Spook Show laughs at the pain and suffering of Mark Sterling. I'm glad that Spook Show finds this humorous. That's shows you what kind of character he is, or what kind of character he has. Sterling in a world of hurt. He's in the fetal position over there as Abyss sets that ladder up. He's going to go to the top, but Tyler Cook in the ring with a low blow on Abyss. Saving his mentor, his trainer. Quite possibly, I got to say, Sterling wasn't going to get up. Tyler just saved Mark Sterling's championship run, at least for a little while. I'm not sure, though. As Abyss back up to his feet, puts that ladder over to the corner. Abyss with a big scoop and a body slam right in the center of the ring. All impact on the back of Mark Sterling. Now Abyss with another ladder. What does he have in store here with this ladder as he lays it on Mark Sterling? What's Abyss thinking here as he charges into the ropes? He's going to crush Mark Sterling here is what he's going to do, but Sterling gets that ladder up. And Abyss in a bad way there. A very rough landing for Abyss as Mark Sterling thankfully got that ladder up in the last seconds. Sterling certainly would have been crushed. Kick to the stomach by Mark Sterling. Sterling hits the rope. Swinging neck breaker by Mark Sterling takes the big man Abyss down to the canvas. And now Sterling with that ladder. What is he going to do with it? I imagine not something that's going to feel good on Abyss as he charges and just battering rams it. Uses it as a battering ram to get Abyss down to the canvas again. Abyss slow to get up, but he manages to do so. Sterling just beating Abyss with that ladder.
Get down.
Now Sterling calling for Tyler Cook to come into the ring. And what does Mark Sterling have planned here? Is now Ginger Gordon's in the ring as well. On a side note here, Ginger Gordon looks great tonight. Be amiss if I didn't say that. But back to the match, Mark Sterling stomping away at the sternum of Abyss, keeping him down on the canvas as Sterling going up to the top of those two ladders that Ginger Gordon and Tyler Cook are holding. What is he going to do here? 450 splash, but nobody home. The pool was empty as Abyss got out of the way, and Sterling just eats the canvas. Spook Show in the ring, just nailed Tyler Cook with the Missouri State Championship. Spook Show evening the playing field for his man Abyss. And now Spook Show handcuffing Tyler Cook. What the hell's going on there? As Abyss and Mark Sterling are both down on the canvas. And Tyler Cook's handcuffed to the ropes. He's not going anywhere. Abyss slowly getting back up to his feet. He throttles Mark Sterling, bringing him up to his feet as Sterling fires off with a series of forearms to the jaw of Abyss as Abyss reverses the whip into the ropes and nails Sterling with the black hole slam. This will do it, folks. All Abyss has to do here is set that ladder up, and I imagine that he wouldn't have any problem at all getting that belt because Mark Sterling certainly isn't getting up from that black hole slam. Fans, I think we are going to see a new Kansas champion here as Abyss has that ladder set up and Mark Sterling is down.
Let's make sure we do this right this time.
But what the hell? Spook Show stopping Abyss, telling Abyss, let's make sure we get the job done this time. What is going on here? I got to imagine that if Abyss just would have climbed the ladder, he'd be the Kansas champion, but Spook Show putting a... Well, now they got handcuffs. They're going to handcuff Mark Sterling to that top turnbuckle to make sure that he doesn't interfere with Abyss climbing that ladder and getting that Kansas State Championship. Fans, it's all elementary from here as Sterling's going to be handcuffed and Abyss, he's going to get to that belt. This is crap, folks. But no, Mark Sterling somehow handcuffed Abyss and Spook Show to the top rope in the confusion of fans. I don't know what to say here. It was like a Houdini trick. Sterling to his feet. He's climbing up that ladder. He's feet away from keeping that Kansas championship. He's got a hold of it. All he has to do is unsecure it. He does. And Mark Sterling retains the Kansas State Championship in a hard-fought battle against the monster Abyss. And Abyss and Spook Show handcuffed in that corner. They're besides themselves. Abyss looked crushed. As Mark Sterling manages to get past TNA superstar Abyss. In our main event here at Deal with the Steel 2, Tyler Cook, though, still handcuffed to that bottom rope. I imagine somebody's going to be freeing him up pretty soon here, and as it looks like the locker room's emptying out here. CSW locker room clearing out, coming out to congratulate Mark Sterling on his victory, a very big victory over Abyss. I can tell you this, folks, this is the last we've seen of Abyss in CSW, though. There you see Matt Seidel and Delirious and Tyler Cook and Payday and Darian Sanders. Most of our locker room is out there congratulating Mark Sterling, who is now being hoisted on the shoulders of, I believe, Mason Hunter and Derek Stone. Fans, I want to thank you all for your support this year. 2005 has been an awesome year for CSW. 2006 is going to be even bigger. I'm going to get on out of here. We're going to leave the cameras rolling. For CSW Home Video, I'm Jeremy Seeger. Don't forget to visit our website at cswwrestling.com for all the latest news and information on CSW. Again, I'm Jeremy Seeger for CSW Home Video and NWA Central States. Fans, have a great night.